There are a number of factors which affect NDF digestibility of our forages which we grow on our farm, specifically differences between grasses and legumes, specifically differences in genetics, most notably the difference between BMR corn silage and conventional corn silage. We've learned many ways in the last 20 years to improve NDF digestibility on our farms, specifically by changing our forage cutting practices, reducing the time in between cuttings, and also applying different genetics such as BMR corn silage. We can also improve NDF digestibility by including more non-forage fiber ingredients in our rations, such as soy hulls or beet pulp or citrus pulp. Those are all great sources of fairly digestible NDF. And we can finally now, with a new tool that we have in our toolbox, we can improve NDF digestibility with fibrolytic enzymes. And I'm excited about the potential of using that on our farms. As we look at the performance with improved NDF digestibility, oftentimes folks will look at feed efficiency and should be looking at income over feed cost. One of our problems when we look at feed efficiency is that when we improve NDF digestibility, typically we're increasing the forage to concentrate ratio of the diet. We're also, with more digestible forages or NDF sources, we're reducing things like fat in the diet and reducing things like high quality, expensive protein sources in the diet. And so when we do all those things, typically we're reducing the cost of the ration. And if we're just looking at feed efficiency, which is the milk generated per unit of dry matter intake, we don't take into account the fact that our diet is changing. It's actually cheaper per unit of dry matter. And so changes in feed efficiency to me are fairly irrelevant. Sometimes your feed efficiency will actually increase when you use more digestible forages or fiber sources in the diet. And you might say that looks bad. I say it can look great if you're increasing profitability by having a lower cost per unit of dry matter going into that cow. I'm very excited about the potential to use fibrolytic enzymes to improve NDF digestibility. I think it's been well proven out there that they can work. I think there's still more work to be done showing a significant response to them, but I'm confident that that's going to be happening, and I'm excited to see what the progress that can be made, especially in the next few years, on fibrolytic enzymes. In comparison to other strategies that are out there, for improving NDF digestibility. Typically here in the Northeast, our biggest strategy, that is our most notable strategy, is BMR corn silage, which we've used, 10, 20 years. Many farmers have been using BMR corn silage. And I think specifically of a farmer I talked to not that long ago about fibrolytic enzymes, and he was passionate. He said, I love BMR corn silage, but if I can use conventional corn silage and have all the growing advantages of conventional corn silage, and then add a fibrolytic enzyme to make that conventional corn silage similar to my BMR corn silage, could be confident in the response, have that be an economical way to improve NDF digestibility, I'd do it in a heartbeat. So I'm excited about that potential to use fibrolytic enzymes instead of having to invest in something like BMR corn silage. Obviously, our other way of improving NDF digestibility would be with non-forage fiber sources such as soy hulls or beet pulp to include. That is usually a more expensive option. So if we can price it right with the fibrolytic enzymes, I think it'll definitely be a go. I think there's a strong link between NDF digestibility and dairy cattle performance. It's been shown over many years as we can improve NDF digestibility either by improving our forages and changing forage management, or improving genetics such as with BMR corn silage, or adding extra highly digestible fiber sources such as soy hulls or beet pulp, that we can definitely improve performance and increase NDF intake with highly digestible forages or feedstuffs. To me, the key though is to always maintain rumen health when we do this. And you'll find that there are studies and there's many experiences in the commercial world where when we improve NDF digestibility and we do not, or we reduce rumen health, that we don't see those responses. So the key is to, when we improve NDF digestibility, to make sure we're taking care of the rumen, and that may involve having to make some ration adjustments. Typically it does involve making ration adjustments, and when we do that we can definitely see improved performance and improved income over feed cost.